Hi, Jeremy. So thank you so much for taking time out, and it's a pleasure to have you on this call. So just wanted to catch up with you and find out more on your experience with Forex Briefcase. So, but first off, please do share with us a little bit more about yourself.
A bit more about myself. So yeah, my name is Jeremy. I'm actually French, but living in the UK, living in London. And yeah, I'm a sales manager. I have a job, 9 to 5 kind of thing. And I am a customer of yours. There you go.
So a little bit more about Jeremy. He used to work in Singapore as well as a professor at Hwa Chong. So yes, I know that you signed up with Forex Briefcase last February when Jin spoke to you in the UK. So what made you decide to get on board with us?
I must be honest, at first I didn't believe that, I just didn't believe it. It's as simple as that. I was, and I remember having a discussion, and he was very kind, professional, and he made a presentation to the group where I was in the group where he made a presentation to everyone to explain what he did. And then afterwards I spoke with him and I just said, tell you what, let's try, let's just give it a shot. If you don't try, you'll never know. So it seemed also that he was very honest and transparent with the fees and the structure and what the targets were. I also noticed that there was consistency, that 20% return was very consistent. And the last, but not the least, that really hit that made me decide was that a few months after I had signed up, he organized some kind of talk with other investors, and I noticed that I wasn't the only one. And I had invested relatively little money compared to these other really big investors. And I was thinking, wow, if they put so much money and they get 20% and they trust him, then with my little money and given the results I've got, I can really trust him with the money and maybe even more later. So yeah.
Wow, that's great to hear. So since joining Forex Briefcase, you managed to attain gross ROI of about 40%. So how do you feel about these returns, and what is the best thing you like about being with Forex Briefcase?
What I like is that, again, it's the transparency. I can just log in at any time and see how things have gone. I also realized that it's well under control. So it's not, they don't, Forex Briefcase doesn't just invest, put all of our money on one crazy trade or follow some crazy trend. In fact, everything is well controlled, so you never lose more than a certain amount in a day or win more than a certain amount in a day. So that control is good because it kind of goes up and down, but overall it goes up. So I could see that on a day-to-day basis. I would just check. That's what I do every day, every morning. Wake up, just look, let's see where it is. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up. The second thing that I liked, obviously, is that I got the return, and I'm only checking this. It takes like 2 minutes to check in my day. I'm not doing the work. It's working for me, which is fantastic. The investing in the markets and things like that is quite stressful, I think, for most people. But that stress is taken off of me, and it's sort of passed on to whoever's dealing with my money in Forex. And then the last bit is, if ever I had a question or an issue, for example, why is it consistently going down? Or actually, why is it consistently going up? It would worry me. I'd be like, this is not normal. This normally goes up and down. Why is it always going up? Why is it always going down? Is there something going on? And I could just chat. It's as simple as that. I could literally just chat with my account manager, and he'd just tell me. He'd answer immediately. And it's almost a 24/7 service as well. Like, I think I'm in the UK, and I think it's like 4 in the afternoon. If I send a message, they won't answer. He does. He answers. Incredible. I'm just like, when does this guy sleep? I have no clue. And I'm not even a big account. So if that's a kind of service that you offer for someone that doesn't have such a huge account, you know, I wonder what it is for people that do have a huge account. You know, what do you have, like 4 account managers or something for them? I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, it's a great service, transparent, and it's delivered on its promise. So yeah, I've renewed again.
Yeah, they never sleep. They're always on the roll. So how has the whole process of like setting up the account, to depositing to withdrawal been for you? How has it been for you?
The process, I'll be honest, wasn't as straightforward as, say, like opening a bank account down in my high street or online. But that's just because I'm based in the UK, you know, and the business is in Singapore. I think also they've moved very recently. Just bank has changed. So what that tells me is that they're actually trying to improve on this. See, again, customer service is fantastic. But yeah, when I set it up, it was a little bit like I didn't really know how to set things up. But I had, again, Jonathan help me out. He kind of just did it for me. You know, at one point, he was in London with me at that moment when we set it up. So it was literally like he was behind his computer and just going like, done. Like, okay, fantastic. And then transferring the money in. There are many different ways of transferring money in. I think I use a long-winded process, me personally. And that's why the money takes maybe 2-3 days to arrive in the account. But that's because I took the long-winded process. I know that there are other ways, but I just don't use them. Yeah, that's it. I think that answers the question.
Yep. So with the returns that you made, have you thought of what you are going to do with it?
Yeah, actually, I'd like them to stay there. I'm actually thinking that I'd like this money to grow, like a pot to grow. I got married about a year ago as well, and I was thinking that, well, you know, we're gonna have children in the coming future, and I would, you know, children's education costly. So I'd like this to be a pot that just grows and grows, and when the time hits, and you know, the kids to pay, you know, I guess the kids' education starts to be expensive if you want private education from the age of 5 years old for them. So that'll be in like 6 or 7 years from now, you know. So we got a good 7 to 10 years to grow this pot, and at 20 or at 40%. Is definitely going to grow to the right size. So yeah, we'll see how things go, but that's what I'd like to do with it.
That's a very wise decision. Planning for the future. So with this, will you refer ForexBriefcase to others, and if so, why?
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's just, if you've got a job, if you're busy, and honestly, it's stressful. The markets are stressful. Yeah, okay, you can open an account with God knows what other company, and you can put money in there and whatever. And you might even hit, you know, lucky score, you know, in the first week, maybe in the first month. But then when the markets turn against you, believe me, you're going to forget how good you felt when you won that money, and you're going to feel terrible. You're just going to feel terrible. Like, you're going to be depressed, and it's going to impact your friends, it's going to impact your wife, it's going to impact your work, it's going to impact everything around your life. So just don't even try that. You got professionals here who know what they're doing. They know how to mitigate that risk. They have the bandwidth for it as well, you know. And if you don't trust it, just give it a shot, you know. Just give it a shot. And the last thing is, if other people can trust ForexBriefcase with a lot of money, as in like, you know, 200 grand, whatever, you can put it in 10 grand. I mean, if someone is trusting them with 200 grand and you're hesitating about 5 or 10, why? You know, let them do it. Let them deal with the stress. Let them grow it. If anything, try it for a year. And if you're not happy with the results, you take your money out. That's it. And you won't even lose a dime. What's the worst that can happen, you know? The money could have just stayed in their bank account with a poor interest rate and not even grown. So yeah, I strongly recommend it. I really think it's a great solution to anyone who's busy, anyone who's a bit of money, doesn't know what to do with it, or doesn't know how to spend it wisely. This is probably the wisest thing they can do.
Thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you so much once again for jumping on the Zoom call with me. So even despite the time difference, so I appreciate it so much, and hopefully you can come back to Singapore soon again. So all right, see you and take care.
Thank you,
and enjoy your holiday as well.
Oh yeah, I will. Oh, that I will. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Yes, it's a pleasure. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.